Key Math 3 test is a norm reference test. This test was published by Pearson Sitecorp in 2007. This test is designed to test students in pre-kindergarten through 12th grade. The Key Math 3 test is built of 10 subtests. The subtests are numeration, algebra, geometry, measurement, data analysis and probability, mental computation and estimation, addition and subtraction, multiplication and division, foundations of problem solving and applied. This test tests students' mathematical concepts and skills. This test can be administered over a few days to fit the needs of the student. This is because this test is not timed. This test has two forms, Form A and Form B. This manual is for both Form A and Form B. The examiner's manual goes over the administration materials, the content areas and subtests, the administrative procedure, scoring procedure, and much more. The manual states that administrators should have a minimum of a bachelor's degree that includes coursework in principles of measurement and in the interpretation of tests and formal training in mathematics. The people who administer the test should have a basic understanding of everything that is covered in the test so that they can administer it to the best of their ability. Because if an administrator does not know something in the test, it is hard for the student to know what it is.
All right, so we're going to be doing the numeration subtest. We're going to be acting as if Sophia is a fourth grader. So we're going to be starting on item number 11, and we will proceed with the test until she reaches the ceiling. All right, Sophia, so answer these questions to the best of your ability, and let's start. Each box holds 10 crackers. How many crackers are there in all?
70.
Here is part of a hundreds chart with some numbers missing. What number belongs in the blue box?
67.
Each tall stack is made of 10 cubes. How many cubes are there in all?
35.
This scale needs a number to make it balance. What number belongs in the box?
4.
Here are some stacks of cubes. Which 3 stacks will make 8 cubes in all?
B, E, D.
Starting at 42, count up by tens.
42, 52, 72, 82.
Use the clues to find which number I am thinking about. It's less than 330, it's an odd number, and it's greater than 300. Which number am I thinking about?
297.
All right, Sophia, we're done with that test for now. Good job. All right, so scoring is a big part of the testing process, and for the Math 3 test in particular, we are going to be using a table such as this one. So we started testing Sophia at 11, and we ended at 17 until she got the 4 in a row wrong, which then established the ceiling. So because she got up until that point correct, her raw score would be 17. If she would have gotten any incorrect before that point, we would have marked that as an error and subtracted that from her raw score. But since she didn't, she got a total score of 17.
Manual describes how to administer, score, and interpret this test. The easels are the means of presenting the test items to the students. They are made with a flip design so the teacher can see what is being asked of the student without having to constantly work over the student to see. The test also includes the record form, which provides quick and easy administration and scoring of the test. The test manual breaks the 10 subtests into 3 areas: basic concepts, operations, and applications. The key Math 3 test is a untimed test, so the students can take it as long or as short of a time as they need. The person administering the test needs to use the record form to keep track of what the student gets right or wrong. On the record form, the examiner will need to either circle 1 or 0. 1 means that the student answered the correct answer, and 0 means that the answer was incorrect. By keeping track of the student's answer, it will make calculating the student's score easier, and it will also show when the ceiling and basal was hit. The ceiling is a set of 4 consecutive incorrect answers, and the ceiling item is the highest numbered item in the ceiling set. Basal is the 3 consecutive correct responses immediately preceding the first incorrect response. These will be a ceiling and a basal for each subtest.
Okay, so for the scoring on Sophia's numeration subtest, we had her start at 11 because she is a 4th grader, and she got several of those problems correct, so we can assume that every question before question 11, she would have also gotten correct. But once she reached question 14, she had 4 incorrect answers after that, which we knew she reached the ceiling. And so we could therefore stop testing and assume that she would get the questions after that wrong also. So then for our next algebra test, we're going to start at the beginning because she only completed a total of 14 questions correctly, and that was her raw score. All right, Sophia, we're going to start with the next test. So just answer the questions to the best of your ability like you did before. Okay, so the things in the square belong together, and then the things in the circle also belong together. Where on this page does a hat belong?
In the circle.
Okay. Look at the pattern. What color circle would come next?
Orange.
Okay. If Tyler just got to school, which of these things will he be doing next?
The middle one.
Okay. Here is an addition sentence that shows 2 plus 4 equals 6. Find 2 of these numbers that add to make 9. Tell me the addition sentence using those 2 numbers.
4 plus 5 equals 9.
Okay. 8 plus some number equals 10. Point to the group below that shows the missing number.
8 plus 2.
Okay. The pencil separates the row of 7 beans to show the addition sentence 2 and 5 equals 7. Here is a row of blue dots. What is the new addition sentence?
5 plus 1 equals 6.
Okay. Here is a subtraction sentence that shows 5 minus 4 equals 1. Find 2 of these numbers that subtract to make 7. Tell me the subtraction sentence using those 2 numbers.
10 minus 2 equals 7.
Okay. 8 equals 5 plus what number?
4.
Okay. Look at how the pattern is growing. Which shape in the blue box comes next in the pattern?
A.
Okay. Here are some expressions. Point to the expression that shows some number subtracted from itself.
N plus N.
Okay. We're done with that test. So as I said before, for the algebra section, because Sophia only completed 14 correct answers in the numeration section, we had to start at the beginning. So if we're looking at the answers she got correct and the answers she got incorrect, she got 5 out of all of the ones 1 through 6 correct. So she got 1 incorrect, so we can mark that as 1 error. So you mark that right here. And then her ceiling was 6 because after 6 she got 4 incorrect. So then we can assume after that point she wouldn't get any more correct. And so we would take the ceiling item 6, subtract it from 1 to equal 5 as the raw score. Alright, so the ideal testing conditions are not the place we're in right now where it's kind of loud. You want to make sure that the room you're testing your student in is quiet so that they can easily answer questions and easily think. And then a couple of just like pointers for making the best testing environment. You can have water accessible to your student, maybe have a peppermint so that they're able to concentrate. And then one thing I like to do with the students that I observe for testing is give them a piece of candy at the end because they're working hard, they're using a lot of brain power, and that can be really reinforcing.